Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is episode 20 of Revolution 2. Right, I've been trying to get, some things underway to, make life a bit easier and try and get some more, some more efficient power gen, I guess. What I've got there isn't great. I was thinking of doing immersive engineering. Not sure how ambitious that is, but thought I'd give it a shot anyway. One thing I have done is made the freezer, which apparently stops spoilage at all, so it completely stops it. So, yet to be seen, but I didn't want to lose those marshmallows because they are awesome. Other thing I've done in between episodes is I've made the runic altar and started doing, some of the bits and pieces that you pretty much, if you watch the regrowth series that I've been doing, you'll have seen it there. I've just made myself a sash, a sojourner sash. You can see I've got it all set up here, which was 4 leather, a mana steel ingot, a rune of earth, and a rune of air. So the rune of earth is all these things: mushroom, mana steel, stone, and block of coal. Mana powder. Mana powder is just gunpowder into the mana pool. And then the rune of air is carpet, feather, and string, and those two as well. So I made that up to try and, get a little bit faster. I think it's a little bit faster as well. I don't know if these two sort of not so much cancel each other out, but I'm not sure if they're going to be any faster. Now I'm not sure. These are I don't know what the plain strider sash does. Really not sure. I've only ever made the sojourner sash, never even got to the globetrotters one, but the plain striders one, maybe let's just have a quick look. What does that one do? This maybe? Nope. Baubles. Plain strider sash. Okay. Will not give the wearer a speed boost by default. When they walk, the sash will get more and more charged, enabling the wearer to go much faster than any other sash. Okay, so pretty much the more you walk, the faster it goes, which is interesting. So I guess if you're doing a long distance walk, then great. The faster you go, well, the further you walk and the faster you go, but not really useful, I guess, for what I need. I kind of wish this one had tinkers in it, because I could really do with a hammer at the moment. I've been trying to make some iron. This thing's been going, and I tried the round robin setup here, and I'm not sure if it's because it was just one. I just had the one in between the two, so I think I've got to try it with one on top of each to get the round robin to work properly. But it's definitely not working the way I anticipated. And I also tried, there was a suggestion about the engine control unit. I tried them, I could not get them to do what I wanted them to do, so I guess I've got to get some more info on how they work and see whether they're gonna do what I need. But this is cruising along quite nicely now. I've got some iron ore in here, so it's broken its way through, and we're getting some nice iron flakes, which I've just been cooking up into iron ingots. Still got plenty of lubricant, still plenty of water. But yeah, my idea is to perhaps get some biodiesel. I'm not sure whether it's worth doing or not. I wouldn't mind trying to make use of this farm, because it really is just getting wasted. I think, let's just have a look here. What I wouldn't mind trying to do is making up the... Take that. Making the core sampling and the big miner for Immersive Engineering. And I know that's going to take a ton of power, so I figure I'd start working towards the industrial squeezer and the fermenter, and then the biodiesel, whatever that one, the one that creates the biodiesel, and then maybe a diesel generator. So it's going to be a ton of work, and it's going to require a ton of resources, but now that I've got that pressure packager set up, that's making things a little bit easier. So this thing over here, I've changed its system a little bit, just so I could get it to actually remove from the chest properly. I changed it to just a straight out and then a straight back in over here. And I've just been coming over and every now and then swapping the materials around because I can't quite get what I wanted. I swear this thing's making noise and there's nothing in it. Yeah, can't quite get how I wanted, but at the moment with a little bit of manual interaction I can get these things to the point where bringing them over here nets us a heap more material than I would have got before. So we've got, you know, I think this iron was maybe 20 or 30, and so far we're at 34 ingots come out. There's another 5, so it's 39 plus. There's still a ton in there, so it definitely does help to increase your yield, and that is very handy on this pack. So I started getting the materials I required for these units, and I realize it's going to take me a long time because each of these, so you can see the industrial squeezer here, let's open this up. Each of these are going to require sorry about that, 19 light engineering blocks. A light engineering block is a ton of iron, ton of copper, and then more iron and more copper. So I really need to get processing on ores and making things out of all this iron and copper. So just as an example, these here, I need some green dye and blue dye, I think it is. Let's just check. I don't think I've got any over here. Cactus green might work, otherwise I'm going to use Botania flowers. Although, we've got the dye trees. They may come in handy. So what I might do now is I'm going to require chopping down a bunch of these trees so I can get the right dyes that I require. I don't think it's lime, I think it's green I need. Let's just check. So it's cactus green, so there'll be the dark green trees and then the blue trees, so it's either lapis or one of that blue there, I think it is. Let's just have a look. You see, what I might do, I'll show you what that marshmallow does. Now it takes ages to eat, and you can eat it with a full hunger bar, but you watch the boost that you get from it. So you can see, and you'll see why I wanted to keep the these from spoiling. Here we go. Have a look at all those boosts: speed, haste, strength, jump boost, regen, well-fed, resistance, and water breathing. 10 minutes worth, which is awesome, and you can see how much faster I'm now running. Oh, is it these trees? Let's find out. I think it might have been. Or is that lime dye? No, that's lime. I need the dark green. This one here. That's the one. So that'll be the... You go away. You can see I hit him for 61 damage with an axe. So gonna require a bit more yet. Anybody? Have an axe. I think the dark green's here. Pick up all this cactus green. Okay, that's the green. Just run back. And the jump boost is great. Require somewhere to put all my junk. Let's just throw this stuff in here for now. We will come back. That should be enough. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of this too. So I'll grab a couple more of those dark green trees. Don't you sneak up on me, mate. So you can see how I'd love to have an infinite supply of this. It would be quite fantastic running around at this speed at all times. This is the one I want. These are the blue trees. Very, very fun. Let's plant a couple of these back down. Let's see. Come on. You lost your tree. You lost your horse, I mean. Oh, poor cow. You can see it hardly makes any dent to my health. Oh, I've actually got birch trees in. What's going on? So that might be enough. 44, possibly. We'll go and have a look. Let's go and make these things. So I need that green dye, the cactus green. I'll just dump the wood back in there for now. It's always handy to have the wood. And we'll see if we've got enough to now do this one. 8, that's what we need. Oh no, it wasn't. I needed half of that. I got 2 squeezes now. Oh, I forgot it does 2 lots. So I'm going to need to now make tons more of what I just used up. Silly me. It's a heap more iron that I need to process. So I guess it's time for a cut now, because I now need to wait a bunch of time for this to get a bunch more of this. So maybe what I'll do instead is I'll make a huge setup and whoop, that goes in there. I think I'm going to clear this area out here. Build the fence straight across to that area there and back here. And set it all up here next to the farm. So I guess that's my next move. Now that I derped up, I'll go and get a bunch of walls, flatten this area out, and wait for my iron to process. And I'll be back in just a tick. Alright, well I've been doing a ton of backwards and forwards trying to get stuff done here, and in the process of making a few more bits and pieces up, I decided to kind of skip the whole processing completely through here because it's just taking forever. So I'm only getting double what I should be. So yeah, I've been ore doubling and not ore quintupling, I guess. Wrong one. Yeah, because obviously I needed a ton of iron. I need to make a bunch more of these engineering blocks. So they are underway. So to make, I'm at 20, I need another 18. So I basically need 18 of these. 17. Pretty sure it's 18. 2 per, yep, okay. Well, let's get the 17 and then, you know what, I'll maybe throw these in here. This is for the energy connector I will need. So I'm just making some more of those MV connectors, and then I make some. I've got these here. I made up a magnetostatic engine, which apparently uses RF to produce shaft power, but it requires coolant in the form of liquid nitrogen. So that is something I'm going to have to work on in another episode, because that is going to take a bit of work. Let's get this through here. Let's get the one more of these. Just one, thank you. And then we need a bunch of copper. Again, copper's another thing that's just taking forever. I'm probably not going to have enough with this either. So we will see how we go. Let's make... Okay, we're at 32, I need 6 more. Oops. I'll try not to stuff it up again, because that was a pain. 36, 38. That should be enough to get these two up and running. Now I've cleared a space, and obviously there's going to be some adjustments that are required in terms of where to place stuff and how to pipe things in. But at the moment, I think I'm just going to build these here. Let's go. Actually, probably better if I put them side by side, isn't it? So what I might do is put the other one like here. I'll need to move that pumpkin. Excuse me, Mr. Pumpkin. And we'll place him back down somewhere else. That'll do. So yeah, I'll put them here because pretty much both of the items are going to be pulling materials from the farm behind us there. Or behind them. Which will be another episode where I'm get the actual materials over here. Ooh. Okay, so that's those two. I now need the hammer, wherever that is. Yep, engineer's hammer. I kind of want this side to be it. Alright, so they will now need power, which is on the top here and oops, here. So let's pretty sure I should be able to connect them together. Not sure if this will work. Let's have a look. Right. Seeing as this is in the wrong spot, I'm going to break it. Drop turret, drop base. So we want to go here. Alright, so they've got power now. It's awesome. Now, which one are you? Fermenter, squeezer. I think I could put these in. Oh, I was hoping the canola seeds would work. That's a bummer. Just normal seeds then. So I'll have to use like wheat seeds. Got rotten food. I'm going to move this turret for the moment. Let's put him... Let's put him here. Hopefully he can accept MV power, because I'll just continue the line along. Excellent. Solves that problem. Now, what am I doing? Take that out, put that in. Okay, so pretty much what I should be able to do now is, I'm not sure what exactly can go in here. This one can take seeds, obviously. Can you take potatoes? Oh, yes, you can. What about wheat? Alright, so I can push all the potatoes and wheat into here, and any of the seeds into this side. What about sweet potato? Are you alright with that? Be alright if I could use the rotten food. Sweet potatoes? No. So just potatoes and wheat. It's fine. Where you? Worth a try. So yeah, that's the plan, is to get ethanol and plant oil from this farm over into those two units, and then they'll produce the two, and we'll mix them together in the other fermenter or whatever it is. It'll be in the book. It won't show up in there, but in this refinery. So I'll try and make up these bits to put the refinery, and I'll put the refinery down here probably, and we'll start really get some of this item conduit, and I run it under the ground here and into these two units, so it can pull any of the items required straight out and into where it needs to go. Alright, let's just check where we're at in terms of length of episode. Yeah, we've still got a little bit of time left in this episode. Let's have a look what's required for the next step. What do you need? 6 more light engineering, 8 steel scaffolding, which we may have. Let's just go and check it out. I am hungry though. Some food. Wrong one. Let's get something to eat. Pancakes are good. Alright. Okay. See, we can also these hemp seeds can also be used in that squeezer. And we may be able to set up something similar. I've got no room anywhere. This is terrible. I've put a lot of my stuff in here before. Right. Yeah, what was I doing? Steel scaffolding. Got 3. Some steel fence. What do we require? 8 steel scaffolding, 6 light engineering blocks. Let's grab. Did I cook up all that copper already? Might be unable to do this at the moment. Some steel. Okay, do I have any steel? Okay, that's good on them. Then I need 24 sheet metal blocks, 6 light engineering, 3 heavy engineering. What's in a heavy engineering block? I think I've got 1 already. It's just electrum. Oh, and it's steel. I need a bunch more steel. I don't have enough steel to do this today. I did have a heavy. There's a heavy. So we've got one. I'm going to need to do some work in regards to getting materials. So I may have to... I might just trim this episode off a little bit early. Because I need to do a bunch more work before we can get too much further. I need to get some more conduits. I need to probably work out a bit of a space over there. And worst case, I guess I can pull some of this. Because this sugarcane can be used in one of these as well. Fermenter? Yeah. So, I'll do a bit of work around this. I was hoping I could use the canola because that would be great. The canola to turn into seed oil. But I guess it was not to be. What's that? Doesn't give me a tooltip at all. It's like it's not there. It's like weeds or something. Oh, they're potatoes. Weird. Sweet potatoes, yeah, they can come out. They're not being used. That's very strange. Very strange indeed. But we'll probably get some more hemp seeds down in here and we'll be able to pull them out too. I'm not sure if it plants hemp seeds. Alright. As I said, bit of work to do in between episodes. Sorry this episode's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I do hope you enjoyed the episode though. I'm going to work on this machine, getting the parts I require, and I'm probably going to look into starting to get the parts I require to make the liquid nitrogen so I can use this magnetostatic engine, even if it's just you know, drive a grinder or something like that, just to see what they're like. So thank you for watching. Please leave your comments in the section below and I hope you join us in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you later.